The session is now live. I'm giving back the hosting rights to Aditya.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Ritesh. Aditya, you can start the session now.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Abhishek, Jitesh. Let's start. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the last second day of the NASCOM Salesforce Career Recharge Program. This session is for Salesforce Developer Catalyst Cohort 1, and it's our last second day for this particular cohort. So I welcome you all, and also I would like to congratulate you all for making to this much of the session, to learning this much things, learning the Salesforce environment and all of things. A huge kudos to all of you for being a consistent audience and joining the sessions continuously. My name is Aditya. I will be the instructor for the day, or the trainer for the day for this particular session. Your usual trainer, Miss Sabha, is not available today because of some urgencies. So I will be taking the session for the day. She will be joining the next class for sure. Also, I can see that we don't have that much number of participants as of now. So I'm just waiting for 2-3 minutes to let everyone join, and then we will start towards our next module. Okay. One more thing, please confirm me whether I'm properly audible to everyone or not. Is there any voice issues? Surely, Sachin, I will be guiding you regarding the certification. Yeah, thank you for the acknowledgement. Also, I'm suffering from a bit of cold and all, so if you hear some noises of like sneezing and all during the session, please ignore that and forgive me for the same. I will try to minimize that, but yeah, I'm a little bit unwell, so please be here with me that. Be here with me for that. Let's just wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll start. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please put that question in the chat box. I can answer. I will be answering all of that. Any question that you might have in your mind, please put that in the chat box. Sachin, you have raised your hand. Sachin Sagar, do you have any question? Sachin Sagar, do you have any questions? If yes, please put that in the chat box, or you can just lower down your hands. Okay, so let's get started. So please, first of all, as I have been informed by Ms. Sava, you guys have done till automate record creation, or you have done this part as well. Please let me know. The third part, have you done it? Till second part, you mean automate record creation, right? Record creation is done. Third one is pending. Synchronize Salesforce data with an external system. Okay, so let's get started with the third one. I believe that all, as you all have done till second part, so you all will be having a new playground and everything in place, and everything will be completely fine. So I'm not going to repeat anything. If anyone is having any questions till second part, I'm giving you 1 minute. Just ask your questions quickly. If any of you are having any doubt till this second part, automatic code creation, any error you might have got or anything, please let me know quickly so that I can just move ahead and all of us can be together on the third part. Okay, so fine. Then it seems that all of you have completed and you are not having any particular doubts to the second part. So let's move to the third one. In third one, what it says that we need to synchronize the Salesforce data with an external system. Okay, that means we need to have some call out service kind of things generated, which will like get the data sync with an external database or any external application or anything like that. Okay, okay, and it will be a queryable interface that will be a like first in first out kind of a things. Okay, so let's get started with it. So yeah, let's launch our playground. So I have my playground and everything in place here on my screen. If you guys are not having these things, please open that part. Okay. So the very first step that we need to perform here for this particular part, just get my screen to halves. Okay, let me minimize this window as well. Okay, so the very first thing, as it says, we need to set up an external service. So for that, we need to set a remote site setting. For that, it's very easy. You need to go to the setup home page, search for remote site settings in the quick find box, click on remote site settings, then click on create a new remote site, and in that just provide the values as it has provided in the instructions over here. So if you see, it says that we need to create a class that makes equipment call and all. Also, it might have given you some things here. Okay, fine. You say that we need to have a call with the external system in the equipment warehouse and all. Okay. So for that, what we need to do, we need to go to here, then give it a name. For example, I'm giving warehouse underscore URL. Then provide this URL over there in the remote site URL section. I'm pasting that URL in the chat box. So if anyone is unable to find, you can just have it from the chat box, the URL, and then just click on save. Okay. For me, I have already created that, so I'm not creating it again. You can see it here, warehouse URL. So that will be our very first step, create it. Then let's go to our developer console. I believe that you all know how to open the developer console, setup developer console. So just open your developer console, everyone. Your developer console will look something like this. Okay, so I have some files here. Now, let me just close all these files because I don't want this anymore as of now. If I will require, I will open it again. So now what we need to do, we need to create a class which will which will be like which will be calling out to the external system. So for that, let's go to new, not new. Let's click on open because we have certain things pre-provided for us here. So open, then click open the warehouse callout service class. Okay, you can see they don't have that much things. There is a URL provided that will be a calling thing. That's it. So now in this particular class, let's put in our code. Okay, so let's just copy paste the codes. Also, I'm providing you the code in the chat box so that you can have it from here. Everyone, all the codes and everything, whatever I will be copying, I am copying in the chat box. You can have everything from the chat box itself. Okay, let's see why it's not getting copied. Okay, just copy it again. It seems it's a message limit, something like that. Okay, just give me a moment. Let me create another docs for you. Or I can just share the code in the chat, in the Telegram group. I believe all of you are in Telegram. Okay, fine. Just give me a minute. I will be sharing a doc link with you all. Nothing to worry. Can do that as well. If I have shared a link in the chat box where you can find the codes and everything. Okay, so just go through it. Just open that link over there. You can find out the codes. Nalini, I can understand your concern, but there is nothing to worry on that part. Just wait for some time. Once the Salesforce data will get synced with the NASCOM, the things will be updated and you will get everything on the same page. Okay, so there's nothing to worry on that one. Just be a little patient. Everything will be fine. Okay. Okay, is the link working for everyone? Can you all find the codes in the Google in the docs that I have shared? Just give me a yes or no on that. No. Okay, fine. So let's get through the code then. So you all have the code. You can all see it on your screens. Okay, on your mine as well. Okay. So right now the class, the name that we have created is warehouse callout service, which we have defined in the public class with a sharing notation, and also it says implements queuable because we want a queue kind of a service where the request will be processed in a queue manner, like queued manner, one by one after another, like that. Okay. Then private static final string. We have provided the URL for from where it will be synced. Okay. Then we have done some REST calls here. At the future, call out is equal to true. Then we have given the code public static void. We have defined a method basically here. Method name is run warehouse equipment sync. HTTP, new HTTP request, whatever the new request will be. Then we have set an endpoint here in this particular part in line number 23, request.set endpoint warehouse URL, and it's the URL that we have defined here at the very first part. Okay. What will be the method that we'll be obtaining from like what will be the REST method we will be using? First of all, it's a get method here. You can see, and the response will be http dot send request. Whatever the request will response will be stored in the response variable again. Then after that, we have defined the list. Okay, with the name warehouse equation, and then here we have a if else statement. Okay, if response what status code is equal to 200. Okay, by the way, what do we mean by this particular line? If response dot get status code is equal to 200. Anyone? What do you mean by this line? Best call response. Okay, it's a success or failure. Venkata Ramana, what does this code denote? A success or a failure? Great, Venkata. Okay, so as Venkata said, this particular instruction here says that if the response is success, that means we are getting some responses from the server, then the status code will be 200, and that's what we have provided the condition here. Response status code will be 200. Then what we need to do? We need to create. We have created a new object here for that. Sorry, list here with the name JSON response, in which some body will be typed, whatever the response body will be, and then the same thing will be debugged as an output to the code system.debug. Okay. Now in the next part, what we have done, we have class maps the some fields over there like the cost, current inventory, and all those, so that everything will be updated according to our requirements. So for that, we have used the for loop here. So for object creation JSON response, whatever the response will be here, that will be updated accordingly. So mapping is done. Map string to object, map JSON is equal to map string of equation. Then all the names, whatever the names will be, I have provided here, like product 2, my equation variable name, new product 2, replacement part C, maintenance cycle C. All these are the object field names that we are updating here through the our code here. Okay. Okay, after all of this, it's a warehouse.equation.add my EQ. So add this particular in record. Okay. Now, if warehouse.equal size is greater than 0, that means if there are some entries in the queue, then upsert warehouse equation. That means just do the thing again, another thing, and system debug your equipment was synced with the warehouse one. Okay. Lastly, public static void execute table context and run warehouse equipment sync. So that's the very first code here that you are required to do for the external callout warehouse callout service. Make sure to save it. Okay. Then, as we have done a lot of times, okay, we need to do some mock codes first of all, and then we'll be doing some test codes as well as required as per the instruction here in the challenge part. Okay. We need to do all these things here. So let's do that as well. So let's open the new next mock class. So here we have warehouse callout service mock. Let's open it. Okay. So it is public class warehouse call. Nothing, no code is there because we need to provide the code for it. So let's provide the code for the same. So mock code will be a test class kind of a thing. So let's just copy and paste the code here. Also, I am copying the same code in your docs file so that you can have warehouse call out mock. Lastly, you will be requiring warehouse call out text. So let me provide that as well here. Okay. Okay. So now the code has been provided in the docs. You can have it from there. Okay. Now let's see the code for the warehouse call out service mock. Also save it. Okay. So it says public with sharing class warehouse call out service. Okay. Just a minute. I think I have accidentally typed the same code. Just give me a minute. Let me just copy the code again. Sorry. I accidentally copied the same code. Let me just copy the code again. Ah, this is the correct one. Extremely sorry. Okay. So sorry. Now everything is in place. Everything I have updated again. You can have it from the docs, the code and all. Okay. So let's have a look at the code again before moving ahead. So as it's a mock class, so we have started with the at the rate is test notation that defines that it's a test expression. Okay. Global class warehouse call out service mock. That's the name again. Implements what it is. What this class is going to do. It will be implementing a HTTP call out mock. Okay, so we have provided HTTP call out mock. And what will that call out mock will do? So it will take the response HTTP request. Okay, then it will check the value. For it will we have provided the URL basically here. Request dot get endpoint. The endpoint is here. Provided the URL. What method we'll be using? The get method, request dot get method. Now let's create a fake response for it so that everything can get in place. So we have the code here. Response is going to be response. Set header, content type, application JSON, because everything we are doing is in JSON language. Then we have just given some random values here. You can see some random value just to make a fake response. And lastly, set status code to 200 to make sure that the HTTP code is response is successful. And lastly, return response with the code 200. Okay. So that was our call out mock thing. Now, similarly, let's do the call out service text. So let's have the code for that as well. Okay, so here we have the code for the test one as well. Let me provide the same to you in the docs file. So I have provided the thing in the doc file. You can see it over there. Now talking about the code again. So again, it's text class, private class, warehouse call out text. And now we'll be doing the actual call, HTTP calls here in this text class. Is text warehouse equipment sync test dot start text set mock callout class that we have set it here. Test dot set mock HTTP callout mock dot class. Whatever the call we need to do, warehouse callout service mock. That means this other file that we have created the class. It will be calling that. For the warehouse equipment sync, that's the matter that we have provided here inside this particular that means this other file that we have created the class, it will be called service. Then warehouse equipment sync, that's the created at the very first part. Okay. Test, then we will be having some this SOP in place or not. Okay. So that's all that we have created all the classes and everything. Okay, also in the last part, we need to debug this as well. So let's go to the debug console and let's debug it. And let's the debug results get back to us. No worries, Smita, I will be just giving you the time. No worries. Okay, so let's see whether our challenge is getting completed or not. Let's click on the check challenge button. Okay, so you can see it's working. Plus 500 points. We got it. Okay, so now I'm just giving you all 5 minutes time. 6:32. 5 minutes I'm giving you all. Complete the task and let me know if you are getting stuck at any point, you are getting any error in any code or anything. Let me know. Once you have done it, just let me know by raising your hands. Okay, if you have any questions, put that in the chat box. You are facing any error, please put that in the chat box. And if you have completed the thing, raise your hand so that I can see that how many of you have completed it. Okay. Sachin, not like this. I understood that you completed, but for my convenience, just raise your hands like, like for the query one, you can raise your hands like that. Okay. So that I will be having a count. In this way, I cannot like count, I can't keep counting yes, 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 and all. Okay. And thanks for notifying, by the way. Others, take your time and complete it. I'm waiting for all of you guys to be on the same page first, then only we'll move ahead. Okay, it's nothing, Aman. It's all fine here. You just do one thing. Just go to the warehouse call here and make sure do the go to test, run all, and make sure to see that whether the test code is things are getting completed or not. Okay, just wait for the things to get completed and then check the challenge again. It will be done. It's fine. Okay, try it once again and let me know. Okay, what to enter in debug? We need to enter the in-queue code. Okay, I have not provided in the docs. Don't worry, I'm just providing that in the chat box itself. Okay, also in the docs, I'm doing it. It's a separate code. Let's put a asterisk to it to maintain it. A separate one. Okay. Make sure to do a debug call as well. Just put a debug call and it will be done. Just give it some time for the debug to get completed. Don't rush up. Okay. I cannot see any hands raised, and also there are no questions in the chat box. So I'm not pretty much sure that whether you are doing it or not. So I'm repeating it again. If you have completed, just raise your hands and keep it raised. Don't lower it down unless and until I ask you to. Okay. And if you are getting any error, put that in the chat box. Okay, so Venkata and Sachin have done. Waiting for others. It says the variable does not exist. So in that case, Smita, please check that whether the names are same or not. Like in the code, you have given the name new warehouse call out service. So just check the name of the classes that you have created. Is the name correct or you have some typo errors over there or something? Okay. Okay, good, Aman, that you have completed. Great. Please raise your hand, Aman, so that I can have a count of this. Smita, is your error resolved or it's still there? Not resolved. Okay, try to check the challenge, whether the challenge is getting done or not. Is the test run getting successfully done? Is the test run done successfully? The system in queuing with the test run, is it done? It is unable to save mock and test, showing error duplicate values, found duplicate values on record ID. You can keep doing. I'm moving to the next part, next challenge. Let me know if it works for you or not. Okay. Okay. So till now, what we have done, we completed the record, we automated the record creation process and all by creating the maintenance request callouts, classes and everything. Then we did the synchronization of the Salesforce data with the external system. Okay, through that callout services, the HTTP callout mock and everything we have done for that. Now, the next part is asking us to schedule the synchronization, that whether we need to sync the data every minute, every hour, whatsoever. So for the task, we say that we need to build a scheduling logic that will execute your callout and runs your code daily. That means every day there should be one sync operation happening that will sync the data from the between the external and the internal services and all. Okay, and the name for the same should be warehouse sync schedule, and the schedule job name should be warehouse sync schedule job. Okay, so let's get started with this one. Yeah, let me go to the developer console again. Here it is, developer console. Let's open that particular classes that are already available to us, obviously. So here we have warehousing schedule. Let's first open this one. We have basic codes here. Let's open that. So it's a very small code, a small piece of code. Just I'm copy pasting it here. Also, I'm giving you the same in the docs file. So just a moment. There it is. Warehousing schedule. Let me just hold it up. Okay. So now coming to the code, so you can see it's a very easy code. Setting class again. The name is warehousing schedule. Previously, we were implementing a queuable code. Right now, it's schedulable. That means on a specific schedule. Global void execute schedulable context CTX. That's the name we have provided. And what it will do? It will do system.into job new warehouse callout service. So basically, it will do the operation of the warehouse callout service on a scheduled manner. That's it. Okay. So let's just save it here. Very easy code, nothing much more for things here. Okay. Now let's open the sync schedule test thing. So go to sorry, no. Open the file. Open warehouse sync schedule test. And in this, let's copy and paste our code for the testing part. Okay. Okay. So now let's have a look at the test code as well. So as usual, it starts with is test that defines the test code. Public class warehousing schedule test, that's the name that we have been asked to put. Okay. Then is test static void warehouse schedule test. Here we have provided the timings wherever we need to like schedule it. So string schedule time 00001. That means every day at least once at 12:1. Okay. What will happen? It will start the test start test. Now which test will get started and all? So test.set mock, HTTP callout mock dot class. What will do? New warehouse callout service mock. Same thing that we have done in the previous part. Now there should be a string job ID. What will that do? System.schedule warehouse time to schedule to test, and it will take the scheduled time, whatever the time the scheduling is happening, and it will save that record as the job ID. Then after that, it will stop the test.stop test. And lastly, a cron operation will happen that will be acting as a trigger to start the test and all the things. Okay, so cron trigger A is equal to select ID from cron trigger where next fire time will be greater than 2 days. So next day, whatever it will be. And lastly, system.set equals job ID a.id schedule. That will be the final output that will be saved internally. Okay, so let's save this code as well. Also, we need to do one more thing here. So let's just see. Okay, so let's test this code by running all and see whether it's working or not. So you can see it's coming as 98%. So the codes and everything is correct. Let's try to check the challenge. So let's see whether it's working or not. Okay. Oh, sorry. I missed to create the scheduled job. Name this warehousing scheduled job. So let's go to our setup. So say search for scheduled Apex thing here. Scheduled jobs. Okay, and then click on schedule Apex button and create a new job with the name that has been provided. The name was, what was it? Just a minute. Warehouse thing schedule job. So let's just use this name for our thing. Apex class. Let's just search for it and select the class that we have created, warehousing schedule. Schedule builder, or we can just select cloud expression, whatever we want. So let's just select schedule builder and let's select the time. It says daily. Okay. So we need to make it a daily one. So let's select all the days here so that it will be a daily thing. Start this. I'm not specifying any date. It is preferred start time. So let's give any start time. I'm giving 1 a.m. for instance. And let's save it. Okay, so it's done. Let's check the challenge again. Let's see whether it's working now or not. So now you can see it's working plus 500 points. So schedule synchronization challenge is also completed. Okay, the codes are in the docs. You can see it over there. If you guys missed anything, let me know. Okay, test code not copied. Oh, sorry. Just give me a minute. I'm copying it. Extremely sorry. Docs, you can have it from there. Okay. 3 more tasks to go, and we have 1 hour. It's sufficient enough. So take your time and do it. And let me know by raising your hands once you have completed it. And again, if you are getting any error, let me know in the chat box. Also, Smita, is your previous error resolved or it's still there? Let me know. Okay, so giving you 4 minutes, everyone, to complete this particular part. The fourth challenge, schedule synchronization. Then we'll move to the next part. Test automation logic, testing the call out logic. Basically, whatever we have done, we'll be testing all of that. And plus, that's it. That will be the end of this particular super batch. Giving you 4 minutes to complete it, then we'll move ahead. Also, those who have done till this part, once you complete this one, please raise your hand so that I can get an idea that how many of you have done and whether I can move ahead or not. Yes. Thanks, Aman. Just make sure to raise your hand so that I can have a numeric idea. Okay, so Aman and Venkat Raman have completed. Waiting for others. What's about others? What's happening? No responses in the chat box. No raised hands. Okay, what about others? Please put in the chat box what are you doing? Like which step are you right now? Which particular class are you working upon? Anything, whatever you're doing, put in the chat box. Like where you are doing the scheduling class, or the warehouse maintenance class or whatsoever, just put that in the chat box. I'm waiting for your responses. Whatever you are doing, whatever class or task you are working upon, type it in the chat box, everyone. Okay, you're watching on YouTube the previous part to correct. Okay. What about others? What about others? Everyone, please respond in the chat box. Okay, fine. Then I cannot wait anymore. So let's move to the next part. Thanks, Aman, Venkata, and Smita to be for being interactive in the session. Rest, I hope all of you are here and you'll be interacting in the next parts. Taking that into consideration and in mind, let's move to the next part. Okay. So as I said previously, the next task is to test the automation logics. Basically, what we have done, we have created some test and all. Right now, we'll be testing our logics by specifying all the conditions that may occur, as it says, for all cases, either it's positive, negative, or bulk. Okay. And the class that we'll be using for that will be maintenance request helper test. So let's get started with it. So for that, let's go and let's first go to the developer console and open this particular class that has been pre-provided to us. Also, I'm closing other tabs because it's filling up the space right now. So I'm closing all other things, other classes and all the things. Okay. So let's open that. So the name will be a helper class something. So it is here maintains request helper. Let's open it. Okay, no, not this one. Okay, sorry, we need to open the trigger. Sorry, let's close it. File open. I expanded it a bit so it's coming like this. So maintenance request. Okay. Now it will be we're creating a trigger maintenance request on all which will be we will be creating for all kind of cases that we can have. Okay. So let's do it one by one. Okay, the code is nothing to do. It's all good here. Let's open the other things as well, like the other test and all. So open triggers, maintenance request tests. Something should be here. It is. I'm checking for it. Maintenance request test. Okay. Let's test helper. Just a minute. Maintenance request helper, so asking for the same thing. So it's all done anyway, so we don't need to do a lot of things. We just need to do a run all test and that's it. That's it, because rest all the things are already created. Only the trigger part is something that we need to look out for, and that part you can see here is good. Also the percentage is also going fine, so that's all that we need to do. We can just click the channel and it will be done, because all the things are already prepared for us, like here. Okay. So it's done. Similarly, for the callout logic also, I believe most of the things will be completed only, because we have done all the things. So it will be just checking for the parts, nothing else. Okay. Okay, warehouse callout service we have not configured. So let's do that thing. Warehouse callouts. So let's go developer console again. Developer console, and let's close these windows so that we can have a clean screen. I don't like to have a multiple window, that's it. Open, so warehouse callouts. Service, let's open it. By the way, it's already done only. We just need to, let's open all the warehouse callouts and run it once. So say, see what it will be looking like. For service smoke and warehouse callout service test. That's all. I've already done all these things. Save and run all. Okay. So if we let's try to run it, and if we can see that the test coverage is coming out around 98%, or the warehouse caller service is coming at 92%. So definitely some cases are getting missed that we need to rectify. So for that, let's re-address the code once. Let's let's edit the code with this one. That's it that we all need to do. Okay, so for the warehouse caller service mock, let's put this code here. It's just nearly the same thing, just a bit of modification, nothing more. Let's run it again and see whether it's working properly or not. Run all. Okay, it's coming as 92%. Okay, some error is coming over there in the warehouse callout service test module. This one and the mock module. Line number 26. Okay, okay. Some error in code is here. So let's just rectify that. There's some basic errors, nothing more. That's some typing errors. Let's rectify it out. And let's run it again and see whether it's working or not as per our requirement. Okay. So that was the only error. You can see it's now 100%. So let's check it again, whether it's working or not. Let's click on the check challenge button and see. Okay, so now it's working. You can see on your screen. Venkat, maintenance request helper text is this one. That maintenance request test, that is the class name. It's not actually maintenance request helper test. Okay, let me show you. Maintenance request helper text. The code is, by the way, in the doc that I have provided. It's there. Okay, and if it's, let me check whether it's there or not, because I believe it's there only, no? Okay. It was the previous task, so the code was not there. Fine. No worries, I am providing the code here. You can have it. Okay, I have given the code in the chat box. You can have it from there. Okay. Maintenance request helper test. Okay, so the code is in the docs. You can have it from there. Okay. Okay, once we have done this, just click on the last part as well, because everything we have already done. And our codes are already covering the 100% part. So everything will be done here. Okay, it will be completed like this. And that will be the end for the Apex Specialist module as well. Just complete everything and let me know once you are done. Okay. I'm stopping the screen sharing for now. If you have any question, put in the chat box. I will be answering that. Okay. You have ample of time to complete all of the things. But if there is anything remaining, complete it. Any questions, anything from any module, if you have, ask me. I will be happy to answer all of your queries. Okay. Everyone, please complete the whole super badge. All the codes are there in the docs file. You can have it from there. If you're getting any error, anyone, let me know. Also, apart from this, if you are facing any particular problem in any of the modules that we have done in the trail mix, because it's the second last class, this class will be only a deck, the doubt session. So Sabha ma'am will be there for you on that class. Anyway, so whatever doubts you have, just post that doubt in the chat box and I will be answering them. Okay, Smita is saying if I copy the code to developer console from docs, it's pasted in one line. Which code, Smita? Like which class code are you saying or talking about? Any specific? Because I believe the from the docs file, the codes are getting copied very easily, and I don't think others are facing any problem. Okay, Venkata, as it says that, okay, just give me a minute. I am providing you the codes. Although the codes are nearly the same, it's not that much different. I am providing it. Just give me a minute. Okay, so the code is in the docs. You can have it from there. Okay. Okay, Venkat, the codes are there in the chat, in the docs. Try it once again and let me know if still you are getting any error in particular. Okay, just make sure to do a testing by clicking on the run all button, and also please check that the test is getting 100% success rate. Okay, we can because the challenge will only be completed when the test coverage will be 100%. If it's even 99%, it will be incomplete. Okay, so please make sure of that. Okay, just check that. Are you getting any what we say that problems? Okay, let me share my screen. Just give me a minute. Let me share my screen. Then I will tell you what to do next. Just give me a moment. Okay, so on your developer console, Smita, the code is there only. Just refresh the page. Okay. Here, please check, is there any problems? Like when I copied and pasted, I missed this one bracket by accident. So just check whether is everything correct or is there any problem in the code. Smita, everything is there in the docs. Okay, see, Smita, I have repasted the callout service mock thing. Okay, so it will be upwards. Okay, it's not. It's because it's repeated. I have repeated some codes. It's there. Just scroll it up. Okay, no problems are seen. Have you saved the things when you edited the codes? Have you done the Control S, Venkata? Okay, try do one thing. Just run the code once again and see. Sometimes it takes 2, 3 attempts. Just see it out. Check it out. Yes, yes. Please do it. Balaji, I have already shared the code. It's all in the docs file. If you have not seen the docs file link, let me just share that link again to you. Okay, here is the docs file link. You can see the codes here. Do you mean in the docs, Smita? Okay, see, Smita. Okay, let me just share my screen so that I can help you out on that part as well. Just a minute. Okay, so I hope you can see the document screen now, Smita. Okay, on your screen, can you see it? Okay, so let me just give you an overview. As you say, it's confusing. So let me just give you an overview so that you don't get confused again here. So see, the very first part, it started from the challenge 3 with warehouse callout service class. Okay, then the 3 parts of the same warehouse callout service class, then callout mock here, then callout text. Okay, this is for the third part. Okay, third challenge. Okay, let me just give it a name. Or let me just give it here. Challenge 3 and share. Okay. After this, from here, challenge 4 starts. Okay. And for the challenge 4, we had 2 codes that were warehouse sync schedule and warehouse sync schedule test. That is here. Okay. Just the 2 codes. That's it. Nothing more. And here, the challenge 4 also got completed. Okay. After that, for the next part, the next Apex challenge, we have to give some code for maintenance. Although this particular part, maintenance request helper text, is not mandatory for like for what we have done today. But just because one of the person asked that they don't have this particular code with them, so I have pasted this code here. Okay, so it's not as per the schedule, but as per the task, but we can have it. If you are not having, you can just use it this one till this particular point. Okay, till negative and everything. Okay, till this point. Then after that, for the call out challenge number I think 5 or 6 something. You can have this codes warehouse call out service mock and the warehouse call out service test mock test code again. Okay, it's with some modification that you can just see it here. Okay, so that's all here, nothing more. So I hope that helps, Smita. Venkat, it's just the parasynthesis error in the. Just check the problems. Here, go to the problems and see what line you are getting the error and change it accordingly. That's it. Yeah, so line 26 is here. Okay. See, your code has 25 lines. It says that this particular bracket is missing. Just add this one here at the end. Okay, just at the end at line number 26, press enter and add this curly braces. That's it. I think it will be for both the parts. So add it on the both the warehouse call service mock and call out service test. Both of the things added. Okay. Okay, so Aman has completed the super badge. What about others? Okay, Venkat also completed. Smita is doing it. And what about others? Balaji. I don't remember all of your names, so I need to check it in the list. So Akansha, Abhay, Anil, Sachin, Sanjana. There are a lot of names. What about all of you? What's your progress of the badge? Okay, Mohsin also completed. Great, Mohsin. Thanks for the acknowledgement. Still, there are a lot more that needs to complete. think only four of you have completed. What about others? All those who have completed the specialist super badge, please raise your hands and keep it raised until I ask you to lower it down. Okay. By the way, you don't have to lower it down. I will do that on my side. Just if you have completed, just keep your hands raised. Okay, so Aman, Venkat, Ayush, and Mohsin has completed, although Mohsin has lowered down her hands, his hands, sorry. What about others, guys? Also, as you guys have completed this particular module, so we this particular super badge, there is another super badge at the end of the course. You can see in the trail mix, there are a lot of super badges. I have done one in the course, but there are a lot more to be completed by your side as the part of the course itself. Okay, as you can see, it's a screen flow specialist super badge, approval process specialist super badge, developer super set, process automation specialist super badge. So don't waste your time. You can just start doing any whatever you want, any module, any super badge. You just start doing it. I'm here. If you get any questions, let me know. I will be answering that. Okay. Others who are doing this Apex specialist super badge, do it and then raise your hand so that I can be sure that you guys have completed till whatever we have discussed. Everyone, please pace up. Get your the pedestal on the accelerator and just complete the super bass, man. Everyone, please do it and let me know by raising your hands. Also, if you are facing any errors, any doubts if you're having related to the super bass or any other super bass or any module or just general query, anything, post that in the chat box. I'm here to answer all of that. Uh, I am not pretty much confirmed about the last date, but I believe for your batch, that's cohort one is 31st, end of November. I'm not confirmed, but I believe for cohort one, it's the end of November itself, 30 November. So you have 4 or 5 days more, I believe. I need to cross check it or you can just do one thing, just put that thing in the Telegram group. Abhishek will answer it. Okay. Then okay. So first I'm answering for Smita. So Smita, for that your query, I'm not having the exact answer for it. Just do one thing, as I said to Mohsin as well. Just post the same query in the Telegram group, and Abhishek will answer that. Okay. Rest for Venkata. So yeah, Venkat, it's great to see your excitement for Salesforce. You have completed the whole trail mix. It's very nice. By the way, you have completed all the super batches, like the remaining one as well, like process management, approval process, and everything. Have you completed all of them? Great, Venkat, great. It feels great to see that. Okay, now for the next part. So on the Salesforce platform, we have a lot of things. Okay, like on the Trailhead platform, you might have browsed the platform. There are a lot of training materials and everything available, which you can go through. Okay, you can go through for the further doing the learning journey. Okay. Also, there is a specific dedicated trail mix for the platform developer one certification exam. You can go to the certifications on the Salesforce platform, certification tab on the Trailhead website. There you can see that particular trail mix in the roadmap part. Okay, you can do that. Rest for enhancing your learning further, what you can do is that you can do some live projects. Okay, like let's say that it's a CRM software. So for that, like you can create a leave tracker app, for instance, or a hospital management app, or something like that, by using your coding skills and whatever you have learned till now on the Salesforce platform. Okay, there are several projects available on the internet, on the Google, several other website and even on YouTube. You can go through all of that. Okay, whatever excites you, whatever project excites you, pick up that project. Try to give it a your personalized touch as well. Don't just repeat the things. Give it a personalized touch. Like if you have some specific different scenarios in your mind that for this particular project, like hospital management, certain things need to be incalculated which is not there in the project. Try to incorporate it and do the projects, because that's what will be a great thing to showcase on your resume as well. Also, for doing the project, make sure to use a completely new developer edition orgs for every separate project, just as we used to do for super badges. Okay, so in this way, you can keep your learning journey further. Okay, I hope this helps. Okay, yeah, welcome, welcome. Okay, so Balaji, what are you trying to ask? I didn't get. You have just mentioned a super badge unit name. Hmm, yeah. Balaji, as I answered, I don't have the exact answer for the dates. So it will be better if you will just post in the Telegram group. Abhishek will answer it. Okay, he will be having the exact dates for cohort one. Okay. Okay. I am not aware that. Okay, it might be that your next class on 2nd December. So as I said that I'm not confirmed about the ending date, like by which date you need to complete the trail mix and mock assessment and all. So I won't be commenting any date. Okay, forgot the November 30 that I said. As I said, just put it in the Telegram group. Abhishek will be a better person to answer it. He will be answering it over there. Okay. And no, Aman, the webinar is not over. By the way, it's not a webinar, and everyone. It's a cohort session. Okay. So webinar will not be a good term. Okay. Anyways, so it's not over yet. The session is still live. I'm just waiting for your doubts, whatever doubts or queries you have. Many of you are doing some super badge or some other modules. I'm here to answer all of that. So the session is still live. everyone, please do the super badge and let me know of any error that you are getting. And if you have completed the Apex Specialist super badge, raise your hands. Okay, so that I can see whether you have completed it or not. Okay, so it's 7:55. We have 5 more minutes to go. Once again, if anyone is having any questions relating to Salesforce, trail mix, certification, anything, whatever you like to ask, please go ahead, post your queries in the chat box so that I can answer. Okay, so it seems that you guys don't have any other questions. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the session. I know you have been acquainted with Mishaba, but I hope I would have matched the expectation level and you have enjoyed the session and you have learned something new basically for the Salesforce environment. So on that note, I would like to thank all of you to joining the session, and we'll be looking forward for all of you to grow much more in Salesforce, the certifications, jobs, and a more prosperous future. Okay, once again, thanks all of you for your time, and that's all. You all can leave the session now. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your time. Thank you, everyone.